Good morning, Jets Nation. It's finally week one. We finally get to see Aaron Rodgers play in a Jets uniform. Super pumped for this game. And on top of seeing Aaron Rodgers in a Jets uniform, it's also a Monday night football game against a division rival. We're also wearing our legacy throwback uniforms. I mean, super pumped for week one. We couldn't start week one off any better. But of course, the only thing that's going to make week one great is if we get a win. So are the New York Jets going to be able to do that in their season opener? Let's go ahead and talk about it. So starting off on the offensive side of the football, I mean, of course, all eyes are going to be on Aaron Rodgers. You know, he's the new quarterback. He's the four-time MVP winner. Everyone's going to be focused on what Aaron Rodgers is going to do in this game, saying he's the biggest key for the Jets to winning this one. But I'm going to disagree with that. The biggest key for the New York Jets to win this football game is having success on the ground game. Because last year, Buffalo lost 4 games. And in 75% of those games, Buffalo's top 10 ranked run defense did a terrible job of stopping it. So having success in the ground game is going to be super important for the New York Jets. So are we going to be able to have success? Well, if you look at it on paper, it seems to be that way. A lot of people are saying we have the best running back duo in the NFL, and looking at all the moves the Jets have made this offseason, it seems to be setting up a big run game this year. Because, yeah, we signed Dalvin Cook, but we also hired Nathaniel Hackett, who, yeah, has a great relationship with Aaron Rodgers, but has also had a very good run game pretty much wherever he's went. We also hired Keith Carter to be our offensive line coach, but we also hired him to be the run game coordinator because wherever Keith Carter has gone, he's had a top 10 rushing attack in the NFL pretty much wherever he's gone. A lot of running backs have had a ton of success running under Keith Carter offensive lines. So it seems to be the New York Jets want to have a great run game this year, and we definitely have the coaches and the players to do so. But of course, players have to be healthy to play well, and the health for Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook is kind of up in the air because, yeah, we signed Dalvin Cook a month ago. Breece Hall came off the PUP list about a month ago, but Dalvin Cook also didn't start practicing till last week. And Breece Hall, of course, is coming off of an ACL surgery. Didn't practice this entire offseason. Didn't really, do much of anything this offseason until for the past month. So he's still working his way back. Dalvin Cook's still kind of getting adjusted to the system. And while Robert Saleh said there's not going to be a pitch count for these two on Monday night's game, I'm also not really expecting them to play too much. I don't think the workload is going to be crazy for the two in this upcoming game. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of Michael Carter on Monday night's game, just ensure that we don't injure Dalvin Cook or Breece Hall any further, just to get settled back into the game flow. Because both of the two didn't play any preseason games as well, which is something everyone on this team did except for those two. But of course, we got to talk about Aaron Rodgers because all eyes are going to be on him, as I said earlier. The game is focused on Aaron Rodgers. This is a prime-time football game because this is Aaron Rodgers' first game in a Jets uniform. So what are we going to expect from him in this game? Well, he's going up against a tough Buffalo Bills secondary. They have arguably the best safety room in the NFL. Taylor Rapp, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde. That's a fantastic safety room. Now, yeah, Micah Hyde might not play in Sunday's game, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But even without Micah Hyde, Buffalo still has a great safety room. Some people might not know who Taylor Rapp is, but this is someone that I wanted the New York Jets to sign so bad this offseason because he's a versatile safety, was a starter on that Rams Super Bowl winning team. This is a good player. He could be a starter on a lot of teams' rosters in the NFL, but for some reason is a third-string safety on the Buffalo Bills. This guy's good. And along with that, they also have Tre'Davious White, who's one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. So there's a lot of talent in the secondary, but it's also not like Aaron Rodgers hasn't gone up against a tough secondary in his career before. He's been playing football since 2005, has won 1 Super Bowl and 4 MVPs since then. Aaron Rodgers knows what he's doing. He's gone up against some of the best defenses in NFL history and has had success against them. We traded for him so in big games like this, he can succeed. So if Aaron Rodgers just does Aaron Rodgers things, then I think the New York Jets are going to be able to move the ball passing it in this game. But the success of the offensive line is going to matter a whole lot, because the run game can't get going if the offensive line's not blocking the D lineman. Aaron Rodgers isn't going to have time to throw if the offensive line isn't doing their job. So yeah, the offensive line matters a whole lot in this game. And a lot of people think, well, Von Miller's not playing. The Jets' offensive line is going to have a break off that night. No, that's not the case at all. Because, yeah, without Von Miller, the Bills still have a good defensive line. That's the truth. They have Ed Oliver. They have Gregory Rousseau. They have Leonard Floyd. All of those players almost had 10 sacks last year. I mean, that's a talented group of defensive linemen. And while they might not have the depth on their D-line like the New York Jets have, they have a great group of guys that can definitely affect how a game goes. So the Jets' offensive line has to be on their A game against the Buffalo Bills. And I'm just really nervous to see how they play. I do think they're going to be a lot better than what they were in training camp, because Dwayne Brown, Mekhi Becton didn't roll with the ones in training camp. And also in the games we saw them play in preseason, I don't think they were that terrible either. I mean, yeah, they were going up against backups, but I also don't think they played that bad. So definitely expecting a lot more from the Jets offensive line than maybe a lot of people are, but nonetheless, we're definitely going to have to see them step up. But overall, if the Jets can get things going on the run game, Aaron Rodgers can do Aaron Rodgers things, and the offensive line steps up, the New York Jets should have success on offense. But what about defensively? Are the New York Jets going to be able to have success on the defensive side of things? Well, they certainly did in both of our games against the Bills last year. I mean, in both games against Josh Allen last year, one game he threw for 205 yards and 2 interceptions, and another game he threw for 147 yards and 1 touchdown. We were also able to stop him on the ground game in those 2 games as well. Now, yes, in the first game, he did rush for 86 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns, but majority of that came in the first half. So, in 3 halves of football played against Josh Allen last year, we were able to stop him in the run game. So, no, I'm not worried about what Josh Allen can do and what Stephon Diggs can do, because the Jets have already faced up against those 2 and have had success against them. So, yeah, I do think the New York Jets are going to be able to do a good job of containing Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and the rest of this Buffalo Bills offense. But things that do concern me are, of course, their tight ends. We all know that our linebackers aren't the best in coverage, and Dawson Knox did a pretty good job against us last year. They also drafted Dalton Kincaid in the first round. The dude is an absolute stud, so those 2 can definitely give the New York Jets problems. And while our run defense was pretty good last year, we did a good job of stopping the Bills running backs last year. They have a whole new group of running backs. They have James Cook as a starting back, Damian Harris as that backup running back, and Dalvin Cook's brother James ball during training camp. He was also a 2nd-round pick in 2022 as well. So gotta watch out for James Cook and how he's going to play in the opener as well. But overall, I do think the New York Jets should do a good job of containing that Bills offense. The defense line also has an early chance to show out in this game as well. The Bills definitely don't have the best offensive line. Last year we had a lot of success against them, and the defense line has only gotten better since last year. So I do think the defense line is going to absolutely ball out as well. But the main question is, are the New York Jets going to win this football game? And heading into this one, we're trying to make a statement. We're trying to show the rest of the league that we're contenders and not pretenders. You know, we're tired of losing, and we're going to show the league exactly that. But the Buffalo Bills are also heading into this game trying to make a statement as well. For the past 3 years now, they've been Super Bowl contenders, and they've yet to reach the big game. You know, they want to win their first Super Bowl in franchise history. There's a lot on the line for Buffalo in this game as well. They're trying to set the tone for their season. This is going to be a game where both teams are coming out trying to fight extremely hard, and I want the New York Jets to win this football game so bad. But I think Buffalo wins. That's just what my gut's telling me. I think this is a Buffalo win, 21-20. I think they barely edge us out, but that's how I think this game goes. Let me guys know if you think the Jets are going to win. Comment it down below. Let me guys also know if you enjoyed the video. But I'm your host, Jet, signing off for now. See you guys later. Peace.